Welcome back. I will not get over these temperatures this morning. It is very cold for this time of year, for early December. Minus 13 in Winnipeg, minus 10 in Thunder Bay, minus 10 in Ottawa, and minus 7 in Montreal. Plus, into Atlantic Canada, not necessarily the coldest temperatures on our map, but considering that it was 10 degrees this time yesterday in Halifax, the fact that it's minus 8 this morning, it feels shocking to the system. As you're heading outside, it's going to be slippery outside. If there was any sort of mud, that's no longer mud. It's ice this morning, so keep that in mind. Plus, you'll feel it as well. And we've got a lot of humidity in the air, so that's the kind of cold that soaks into you. Minus 2 right now in Toronto, 0 in Regina, plus 3 in Edmonton. Edmonton, you're pretty much at your daytime high for today. We'll see temperatures sitting just below freezing for Regina, 7 for Vancouver, and below freezing as you're heading eastward. Toronto may get up to 1 degree. Halifax could see 2. Charlottetown, 0, and minus 1 in St. John's. Now, the nor'easter that's brewing for Atlantic Canada is scraping Ontario first. And so it's giving some elevated snowfall this morning, particularly along the shores of Lake Erie. The totals yesterday were indicating we could see anywhere between like 3 to 6 centimeters. So it's not enough to indicate any sort of advisory. It's the timing that's not ideal, because obviously everyone's heading out for their day this morning. So know that the roads are a bit greasy because of it. Let's show you Toronto. This is the skyline of the city. So you can see that low-hanging cloud. There is reduced visibility, particularly if you're on those area highways. Make sure you have full wiper fluid this morning, because the spray was pretty brutal on my way in particular. Now, there are some areas that are going to see perhaps a wee bit more accumulation before this slides eastward. Kingston would be one of them. If we can share the view of Kingston this morning, we speak courtesy of the city of Kingston. You can see that fresh snow on the ground. Sidewalks are partially covered this morning. Nice little person out there shoveling this morning, getting it prepped for anyone who's doing any sort of walking or commuting this morning. So if you can, give yourself extra time to clear your sidewalks. Great for those who need more accessible routes, or if you have a stroller, if you're in a wheelchair, for example, always make sure you're looking out for your neighbors. We do have yellow level snow squall warnings in effect this morning. Squalls are continuing until this afternoon, and it's not just off the Great Lakes, it's also off James Bay. So any open water, when you get that really cold air traveling over the relatively warmer water, that cold air's picking up all that moisture and condensing it out into squalls. And so those ribbons of snow will continue. Some communities are picking up 10 to 20 centimeters of snow. Now, the wind isn't even that strong, I will say. The winds are fairly light this morning, but we're picking up in intensity east of Superior, east of James Bay, up to about 40 kilometers an hour as the day progresses. And that's part of why the squalls do continue, even as our nor'easter moves up to the northeast, pardon me. Anyway, we're back into sun this afternoon for areas of the lower Great Lakes. The squalls continuing off of Superior. We do get into a front that slides its way southward. So again, tomorrow morning, similar regions seeing snow, this more steady state. This slides its way southward, could give a risk of snow to the lower Great Lakes. Again, winds kick up in behind. We're back into snow squalls as we head into Thursday morning, and then that will last for the rest of the evening. By Thursday night into Friday, we're seeing more measurable snowfall right across the region, so that will amplify the total. So it's a wintry week as we go through this first full week of December. Coming up, we're taking you through that cold morning, wary of wind chill into the minus 40s this morning. For now, here's a closer look at today.